Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. Today's gameplay is very special because it is one of the best carries that I have seen, especially for a prop game. And that's saying a lot because I have seen quite a lot of good stuff from your replays. So this replay was sent in by Ninpi Gamer, I hope this is how you pronounce it, and according to the language used in the post-battle results screenshots, he either is from France or at least he is speaking French. He's flying the one and only, the British battle rating 4.3 Tech Tree Fighter, the Spitfire F Mark 9. And it is equipped with two 20mm Hispanos Mark II cannons with 240 rounds between them and also four 7.7 machine guns. So he's avoiding the TAR 154A and he's just not wasting too much altitude, and he doesn't immediately go for a turn fight, although this is something that the Spitfire can do very well. He's going into the head-on with the Spitfire and actually pilot snipes. The shots arrive while he was already rolling around. That was his first kill. The TAR is now behind him, and some other Focke-Wulf is in the vicinity, but he actually extends away from it. So what I really liked about this is also how he got the kills, because he used the full strength of the Spitfire. While the Spitfire is very good at turning, you shouldn't use this right away. Whenever you can use your energy and speed, do that first. But you also must not overspeed and just rip your wings. That is rather shortening your life expectancy. But now he has no other choice but to turn around and go into a fight with the TAR 154. The most important thing here is, in the turning, to avoid getting into the line of fire of that German premium fighter. He uses also the flaps, and then he uses great marksmanship, not with this first opening, but then here he smokes one of the engines of the TAR 154. Then he hoses him down with the 7.7s, and he's not following him down on the deck. Now, behind him are two Focke-Wulf 190s, above him and closing in, flying together. And this is a rather common sight for allied players. I have spoken enough about this. Very often, the Germans have the fighter and firepower superiority. And you really have to respect the German 20mm with their mine shells. They're working very well at the moment. Mine shells just doing mine shell things. So they are really sticking close together. One of the Focke-Wulfs is a kilometer closer than the other one. He has to turn around. He has to do something. He cannot really outspeed them. He dodges the attack run of the first one, dodges and rolls out of the attack run of the second one, and then he is in a proper dogfight. And the funny thing about those Focke-Wulfs is that they are actually taking it. So he's avoiding the fire of the A4, and then the A5 is just busy coming back. And this is what the German fighters do pretty well. They try to double team him. They try to do teamwork. When one of the Focke-Wulfs might do a mistake or really can't keep up with the turning of the Spitfire, thanks to the lousy elevator authority of the Focke-Wulf series, then the other one just can force the Spitfire to get off the tail of the squad mate, or you just outright kill him. So the A4 has come too close for comfort, the A5 is not in the vicinity, and while the Focke-Wulfs can roll very well, they can also shoot very well, but more importantly, they also burn brightly. So this is already the second kill, and now he lost one of the ailerons to the A5, which is obviously very angry about the Spitfire killing his teammate. He tries to kind of reverse him again, and this is one of the heftiest stallouts that I've seen in a while. The A5 has the energy advantage, 190, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 9 kilometers per hour before the plane turns around completely and is brought under control immediately. This is the beauty of the Spitfires and their very nice looking elliptically shaped wings. Also, if you pay attention to the battle messages, the TAR 154 from earlier is now kind of butchering the landing, and he got him damaged, and now he shoots down the Focke-Wulf 190A. So that confused me here a little bit, because the third kill goes to the Focke-Wulf 190, or is on the Focke-Wulf 190. So he actually won this 2 versus 1. So if you look now at the leaderboard, oh boy, that is looking like your average Allied team. One bomber far away left alive together with him versus what seems like half of the enemy team still remaining, two of them being bombers that also have scored kills on his planes, on his team. So he is damaged. He has used already quite a little bit of fuel. He has expended probably a good portion of his ammunition, and now he, well, is heading for his airfield. So 3 kills. What can you ask more from one single fighter? Yeah, I think that he has his work cut out for him, as there are, what, 6, 7 enemies left alive. That is quite brutal. Now he swings around and it seems like he's seeing some black dots, or he's just looking out for something, and he has no idea where the last enemy players are. Well, it's half their team there. Nobody seems to be at altitude, so where are they? We also can see that B-17 far in the back, 27 kilometers away, behind the enemy's airfield, and I have no idea what he's doing there. And at first I thought, oh god, this guy is just running, you know, it's one of those players. But actually he will come in handy later. So at this very moment there is just no action. There is just nothing where something is going on. Only a TAR-154 is destroying some AAA positioning. Not really the most important thing that you can do in a German heavy fighter that has such excellent flight performances. But anyways, now his main base is under pressure and a third has been shaved off by a bomber. And that looks like a BV-238 bombing run, because those German 6-engined heavy bombers pack quite a payload. Now let's have a quick look at the leaderboard again, and then something amazing happens. He goes from 3 to 4 kills, because as we can see in just a moment, the TAR-154 actually has managed to crash several minutes later after the crit message comes in the dogfight with the Focke-Wulf 190s. So how he managed to crash on takeoff must be an Allied player, actually, just trying out the German planes. And yeah, there we go, 4 kills, beautiful. But now the BV-238 is some 5 kilometers away, and you have to remember that even forward the plane can gun you down with the 20mm, which is mounted on top of the plane. So he actually tries to go below that kind of line of fire and then attacks the German heavy bomber from the bottom and actually sets him on fire with just a short burst of the awesome Hispano Mark II cannons. It's very good to see that he actually doesn't suffer from the Hisparco syndrome that also plagues the British tech tree. The BV-238 doesn't really burn down just yet, but, well, we'll see in just a moment what happens, because they can actually stay in the air for quite some time. He spots a trail of smoke, and that is another one. He shoots, and he saw off the wing of the other one, and that is his ace. Bf-109 behind him with the smoke from the wingtips, and he loops over and he tries to energy trap him. Beautiful. The Bf-109 tries to zoom climb him. He actually is shooting, he's dodging the shells left, right and center, then he loops over, and because the Bf-109 has actually left on the smoke, that is one of the easiest smoke kills you can imagine. That is kill number 6. That is beautiful. That is really beautiful. Now, some few minutes later, he is back in the skies after returning to the airfield, and, well, yeah, that is an achievement. 6 kills in one go. Somebody has activated the objective order Avenger, and the B-17 actually was caught in that order, and sure enough the Bf-109 at altitude is on him, some kilometers away from him, but it doesn't really matter. So this allowed NinP Gamer here to climb back to altitude, nearly 5 kilometers. And, well, the Bf-109 seems to be not aware. And this B-17 already proves significantly more capable than, I guess, 80-90% of the Allied bomber population pilots, because he is doing some evasive actions. There you can see he is actually maneuvering his plane. And yeah, you might say if you fly in a straight line, you have better solutions with your gunners, but very often they don't save you, and it makes it all the more easy for the German fighter to get guns on you. The Bf 109 is focusing on the B-17, but he's not blind. He tries to go for a quick head-on pass with this Spitfire, but he is rolling out of the way and turning after the Bf 109. He has to do this because he wants to help out the B-17, which is losing parts at this moment, and it's already questionable if he can recover from this dive. The Bf 109 just is really interested in getting this kill on the B-17, so he turns back and he rolls around and he shoots, and that costs him a lot of energy. He tries to avoid the 50 cal lasers, and again that allows the Spitfire to close the distance here. 700 meters, 600, and the first shots are out dangerously close on the B-17. And that is another pilot snipe. Quick burst. That is excellent marksmanship here by this supposedly French player. And yeah, 7 kills. It's been a while since I got 7 kills. But Nin-P Gamer here is not done yet. So he is holding altitude at roughly 4 kilometers, and he is frantically looking around. Maybe he sees some dots, I don't know. However, the moment of interest is arising. Where are the last 2 enemy planes? And he looks below him, he looks above him, he really uses the C key to great advantage. And we are so far into the match that also those trucks have arrived. And then the TAR-154 gets spotted through the clouds, actually by the low-flying B-17. And immediately he goes for him, and there is the BV-238 from earlier that he couldn't shoot down. So that is dangerous because 2/3 of the base's health is now gone, and when the BV-238 is going for a second pass, he has the bomb load to finish off the base. But he also must not overspeed and rip his wings when he dives on the TAR-154. And the TAR-154 is on the deck and very interested in killing here this B-17, and off his tail goes. So again, the B-17 was one hell of a distraction, but this B-17 is not done yet either. So there is the BV-238, and he sees the threat coming, so he is taking over manually control of the gun turrets where there are plenty, and the Rainbow, as beautiful as it looks, is also quite deadly. But Nin-P Gamer is going through it unscathed. He has taken no damage, and the 2 heavy bombers are gun-shipping each other. This is one hell of a beautiful sight, and this allows the Spitfire here to get himself into a more advantageous position, as he doesn't want to really go here into the sting area of the BV-238. But again, the BV-238 is now concentrating his fire on him at 1.7 kilometers. There are so many bullets going his way, it's amazing. The B-17, well, damaged the BV-238, but he is not in a healthy condition, to be sure. And in just a few moments, he actually goes down. Now, the BV-238 is now under so much pressure that he actually has changed course away from the airfield, and sadly now the B-17 succumbs to the damage inflicted by the Bf 109F earlier. That leaves just those 2 guys. And, you know, this is pretty tricky, because only 2 20mm? What if they spark? What if you're running out of ammunition? That is very tricky, because the 7.7s, I won't rely on them. And he tries to go in front of the BV-238 so that he has some more difficulties getting guns on his plane when he is going for the final approach run. And despite the cloud cover, the BV-238 is clearly visible, and he is swinging around. He really wants to put himself between the airfield and the BV-238, which is effectively the only way that the BV-238 can win, aside from shooting down here Nin-P Gamer. And this seems to be the moment where he decides, yep, he's going for it. He's going for it. And the BV-238 is also putting on the smoke. I don't know what it is with the smoke in this battle, but I think it is looking great, and it just shows that both sides really wanted the fight. And then he goes, and that's some beautiful shooting all over the fuselage of the BV-238. And that looks very low. That looks very low. And that is, after 8 kills, kill number 9 and winning the game. So actually, that is the best carry and the best last man standing that I have ever seen. He is effectively the last one alive. The B-17 managed to get down and not come apart in 1,000 pieces. So well done to this guy as well. That served as distraction, that knew how to play a bomber, that knew how to gunship, and it just came together in perfection. So that was one of the craziest and best battles that I have seen. Thank you, NinP Gamer, for sending it in. Let's have a quick look at the post-battle results. And for a 9-kill game carry, he gets a whopping 106,000 silver lions, because this is a free-to-play account with a normal tech tree plane. And yeah, despite the awesome awards that he got, the Survivor and the Terror of the Sky award, it is just over 100,000 silver lions and 18,000 research points. But it seems like he has already researched the entire British tech tree. But still, that was one hell of an awesome carry. Also, unsurprisingly, that leads him to be head and shoulders above the rest of his team, and also above the enemy team, with him having twice the score points of the best enemy player. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That was one hell of a carry, and it showed very good marksmanship, it showed very good positioning and situational awareness. A gameplay just as I loved it. And also I got sent in via the email the post-battle results screenshots, the right ones, and also the actual replay. Not the server replay link, but the actual replay. So again, thank you very much. And that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, give it a subscribe if you want to see more. And we'll see each other on the battlefields, on the waves, and in the skies of War Thunder.